Welcome back. So in today's class I will be going through a problem on binary semaphore. So the problem I have already mentioned over here. So we are going to get the solution to this particular problem, right? So I have already covered the binary semaphore and counting semaphore in my previous videos. So if you want to learn the basics, you can visit my previous videos and you can learn about the binary semaphore and counting semaphore, right? So today I am going to solve a problem under the binary semaphore, right? So the problems, it is mostly asked problems in your GATE level examination and UGC NET level examination, right? GATE level, GATE, UGC, NET, and a lot of competitive examinations they used to ask the question related to your semaphore, related to your binary semaphore and counting semaphore, right? So you need to solve the problems related to the semaphore. So I am going to solve a problem under the binary semaphore in today's class. So see, the thing is that you need to understand the basics. If you have understood the basics in a proper manner, then you can solve any kind of problem related to the semaphore, right? And see, the GATE level and UGC NET level examinations, they used to ask the questions in a very tricky manner. So what I mean to say that if you have understood the basics, the tricky questions they used to ask, you can answer it very easily. So the main thing is that the basic concept, you need to have the basic concept understanding in a very proper manner, right? See, our question is, there are 6 processes from process P1 to P6 which executes the following code, right? Process P1 to P6, so P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, those processes will be executing this particular code, right? So one more process is there, process P7 executes the following code. So this code, the process P7 executes, right? So our question is that how many maximum number of processes can enter into the critical section at a given point of time. At a single point of time, how many maximum number of processes can enter into the critical section, right? So that answer you need to give, right? So we'll try to solve this particular problem, right? So how many processes we are having? Process P1 to P6 and P7. Total 7 processes we are having. So at a given point of time, how many maximum number of processes can enter into the critical section? That is our question, right? So to a process that wants to enter into the critical section, they need to execute the special code to take the permission that we have discussed in the binary and counting semaphore, right? So what is that special code? Entry section, critical section, and the exit section. So any process that wants to enter into the critical section, they need to execute this particular code, right? So as we are discussing the binary semaphore, the binary values, your semaphore takes the binary value, right? That is 0 and 1, and your binary semaphore works with 2 atomic operations, that is wait and signal, right? So that you know, right? So let us solve this particular problem. So process P1, right now process P1 wants to enter into the critical section, right? So before entering, what it needs to do? It needs to execute the entry section, right? It needs to execute the entry section. So what is the entry section? Entry section is the wait operation. And what is the exit section? Exit section is the signal operation, right? So process P1 needs to execute the entry section, and our semaphore is being initialized to 1 in your binary semaphore, right? So semaphore value is 1, right? So P1 executes the entry section right now, right? So it will execute the wait operation, right? So when it executes the wait operation, it will decrement the semaphore value, right? So what is our semaphore value? Semaphore value is right now it is 1, right? So when the P1 executes the entry section, that means it executes the wait operation, then it will decrement the semaphore value to 0, right? And P1 gets access into the critical section, right? So right now process P2 wants to enter into the critical section, right? Process P2 wants to enter into the critical section. So P2 can get entry into the critical section. So P2 has to follow the same, executing the same code, right? So P2 executes the entry section. That means the wait. So right now the P2, right now the semaphore value is 0. So as it is a binary semaphore, when P2 executes the entry section, that means the wait, it finds the semaphore value as 0. So as the semaphore value is 0, it cannot enter into the critical section, right? So P3 wants to enter, P3 also cannot enter, P4 cannot enter, P5 cannot enter, P6 cannot enter, right? As the semaphore value is 0. But right now P7 can enter? Yes, P7 can enter. So P7 executes the signal operation, right here. Okay. So when the P7 executes the signal operation, that means it will increment the semaphore value, right? So it will increment the semaphore value to 1 and P7 gets access to the critical section, right? Right now, when P7 entered into the critical section, it has already increased the semaphore value to 1. Right now, any other process that wants to enter into the critical section, they can enter. So right now process P2 wants to enter into the critical section. So P2 can enter? Yes, P2 can enter. So when it will execute the wait, entry section it will execute, that means the wait operation, thereby decrementing the semaphore value to 0 and P2 enters into the critical section, right? So right now how many processes are inside the critical section? P1, P7 and P2, and semaphore value is 0. Right now any other process, for example process P3 wants to enter into the critical section, will it be allowed to enter into the critical section? Because semaphore value is 0, P3 will be getting blocked. So P3 cannot be allowed to enter into the critical section. P4 no, P5 no, P6 no. So what will be your answer? So do you think that your maximum number of processes that can be at a single point of time, 3 processes? Your answer is 3. According to your question, how many processes, how many maximum number of processes can enter into the critical section at a given point of time? Your answer will be 3. So most of you may get confused and put in your gate level examination as 3 as your answer. You will tick the 3, but 3 is not the correct answer. It is wrong. So any possibility you are seeing? So if you are seeing it in a very clear manner, so any possibility you are seeing? So at the first instant you are not seeing any possibility. Only 3 processes can enter into the critical section. But 3 processes is not the correct answer. It is wrong, right? So what is the total number of processes that can enter into the critical section at a given point of time? So you might have missed, here you can see the P7 executes the signal over here, entered into the critical section, again it is executing the signal. So when the P7 executes the signal, when it exits out from the critical section, then it will be incrementing the semaphore value to from 0 to 1. Right? So P7 exits out. Right? So right now inside the critical section, P1 and P2 are only the processes. Right? Our semaphore value is 1 right now. So any other process can enter into the critical section? Yes, if the semaphore value is 1. So right now P3 P3 wants to enter into the critical section, so it will execute the wait, right? So thereby executing the wait, it will, as semaphore value is 1, it can enter into the critical section. So P3 can enter into the critical section, thereby decrementing the semaphore value to 0. Right now, how many processes are inside the critical section? P1, P2 and P3. And our semaphore value is 0. Any other process can enter? Yes. Any other process also can enter. Which process? Again, the P7 can enter by executing the signal. Right? So when the P7 executes the signal, it enters into the critical section, thereby incrementing the semaphore value to 1. Right? So it has incremented the semaphore value. Any other process from this it can enter? Yes. If semaphore value is 1, it can enter by executing this particular code. Entry section. Right? So P4 wants to enter means P4 can enter into the critical section by executing the entry section, that means wait. Okay. So P4 enters into the critical section, thereby decrementing the semaphore value to 0. Right? So right now these are the processes inside the critical section. Any other process wants to enter, they can enter. P5 wants to enter, it can enter. No, because the semaphore value is 0. P6 wants to enter, it can enter. No, because the semaphore value is 0. Right now, P7 which is already inside, it can come out. Right? P7 critical section has completed. So it wants to come out, means it will execute the signal operation. Right? So P7 thereby executing the signal operation and incrementing the semaphore value to 1, it can exit out. So P7 has exited out. Right? So our semaphore value is 1 right now. So any other process, P5 wants to enter, it can enter. Yes, semaphore value is 1, P5 can enter into the critical section. So P5 can enter into the critical section, thereby decrementing the semaphore value to 0. Right now, P6 wants to enter, it can enter? No, because semaphore value is 0. Again, P7, if it has exited out, right? So P7 wants to enter right now, it can enter? Yes, it can enter, thereby incrementing the semaphore value from 0 to 1 by executing the signal, right? So thereby P7 increments the semaphore value to 1 and P7 again enters into the critical section, right? Now the semaphore value is 1. So any other process from this list can enter? P6 wants to enter, P6 can enter? Yes, P6 also can enter into the critical section because the semaphore value is 1. So P6 enters into the critical section, thereby decrementing the semaphore value to 0. Right? So here you can see all the processes has entered into the critical section, right? P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6 and P7. All the processes enters into the critical section. So what will be your answer? How many maximum number of processes can enter into the critical section at a given point of time? Your answer is 7. So this is your 7. So don't put 3 as your correct answer. That will be wrong, right? So this is some tricky questions that they used to ask in your GATE level or UGC NET level entrance examinations. It's a very top level entrance examination. You should be very much active in terms of your mind. Okay. So active, how you can improve your activeness? By practicing lot of problems related to such kind of questions. Okay. So for example, this is the answer for this particular question, right? So I'll change one simple code here. I'll make it as wait. In this situation, so this is the total question. So the question which asked that how many total number of processes can enter into the critical section at a given point of time. So at that situation, so what will be your answer? So right now P1 wants to enter into the critical section. Our semaphore value is initialized to 1 only, right? So P1 wants to enter into the critical section, it will execute the entry section code, that means wait, right? So P1 enters into the critical section by decrementing the semaphore value 1 to 0, right? So P1 is inside the critical section. P2 wants to enter. No, it cannot enter. P3, no. P4, no. P5, no. P6, no. Because the semaphore value is 0. But P7 can enter? Yes. P7 can enter by executing this particular code, signal S, right? So right now P7 enters into the critical section, thereby incrementing the semaphore value from 0 to 1, right? So right now, any other process can enter into the critical section out of this. P1 has entered, now P2 wants to enter, yes, P2 can enter, but because the semaphore value is 1. So P2 can enter and but thereby decrementing the semaphore value to 0, right? So at this point of time, any other process can enter, P3 can enter, no. P4 can enter, no. P5 can enter, no. P6 can enter, no. P7 already inside. Now if P7 wants to execute, P7 completed its critical section and it wants to exit out from the critical section, it has to execute the wait. Okay, so it has to execute the wait. That means by executing the wait, it cannot come out, right? Because the semaphore value is 0 only, right? So thereby not allowing any other process to enter into the critical section. Your P3, P4, P5, P6 cannot enter. So this is the final situation. What is the final situation? Only 3 processes at the maximum can enter into the critical section at a given point of time. So P2, if P1 wants to exit out, it can put the signal and it can exit out. So only 2 processes will be there. That is not the maximum. Our question is maximum number of processes, right? So P1 wants to exit out, signal 0 to 1, it can become, right? So according to our question, what is the maximum number of processes that can enter into the critical section at a given point of time? Only 3. So in this particular, we have changed this code only, right? So at this point of time, only 3 processes can enter into the critical section. This 3 will be a correct answer by changing a single code. When the signal will be there, 7 processes, all the processes can enter into the critical section. So likewise, the questions will be there. You should be very much alert on understanding the question first of all before going for writing the answers, right? So if you want such kind of questions to be solved, okay, you can just comment me below. I will be getting lot of questions and I will solve it for your benefit. Okay, so I hope you understood, right? So if you haven't subscribed my channel till now, you can go below and just subscribe it and like it also and share it as much as possible, so that I will be getting the motivation as an educator. I will be getting a lot of motivation to make such kind of videos for you peoples. Okay, so for the time being, thank you.